Let's go.
Hey Tofu, how you doing? Congrats on the series.
Oh, hello. Thank you, guys.
You can see us, you can hear us. Lovely. I have a couple questions, but my first question has to be about the Lion. How did it came to be in that particular draft? And like, was this something you guys planned? Because it looked like, Sheep just said earlier, it looked like you just played a couple of 100 games on Lion and then stepped into this game. How did it come to be?
I was kind of lucky that things were working out smoothly. Like, I kind of got rolling, and if it goes well, I think any hero can be good, because like you get confident when things are going well. But I didn't practice any Lion. I just thought, like, I don't know, it seems pretty good. We need a lot of stunts. We don't have any. Like, I can go for some Lion here.
I feel like I need to rephrase this for my viewers. Please practice Lion unranked before you jump into ranked if you need the same thing. Not everybody can be a Tofu Lion there. That was a great game. That was a great series. How do you feel about that series? Because it wasn't the cleanest game. It was very entertaining from a viewer perspective. But how do you feel about the game you just played?
Overall, game one went like pretty smooth, but like everything was good there. The second one was a bit harder to play, maybe also because they counter-picked our Huskar, because we had this idea of countering Ember if someone picks it early, like PSG yesterday did, so we kind of wanted to try it, but then they flexed it around, and then Huskar is not that good when he has a rough lane, so we kind of had to go into the late game. They also played it well. They're like a good team for sure, so it got a bit harder in the end, and then it comes a lot down to execution, who gets the jump, who fights in vision, whatever. It was a really hard game, but yeah, I'm glad we pulled through in the end.
Yeah, a 2-0. I have to also talk about the results of Gaimin Gladiators thus far in Dream League. We're used to seeing you guys at the top, you know, all the time. We have high expectations, so we hold you guys to a very high standard. But in the group stage 2 so far, this is your first series win. What's happening there?
Yeah, it's not looking too hot, let's be honest here. Like, I hope we can come back from that. But it's also, I don't know, teams are playing like really well at the moment. And for us personally, this first group stage was more of a ramp up. It's still a ramp up coming to Bali and Riyadh Masters. And we're learning a lot game by game, and it's also losses where you learn the most. We're sitting a lot together watching these replays, talking about stuff, Dota, heroes. But yeah, these teams are just playing really well. But also, I feel like we can and should have beaten all of them, and we mostly just lose to ourselves. Like, I think in yesterday's series, we were up 20k, 10k the other game, and we should win these games, but we have some mistakes that shouldn't be there, and that just cost us the game. So I don't know, in reality, I think we can still beat all of these teams here, and even if we would lose in this group stage, it is what it is. But if we are able to show our game, I think we can still win it. It's all good.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself, Tofu, because I have one more question before I'm letting other people ask questions as well.
Oh my god, stop being so greedy.
I am very greedy, because I feel like there's one thing that people don't talk about. If you're successful, you guys have obviously been very successful this entire year, right? It means that you have to play the full tournament. You're not out early. You don't get the extra 10 days, 5 days, 4 days break before a new season begins. You know, you only get 2 days break, maybe, before something else begins. So out of all the teams, Gaimin Gladiators is the team with the least amount of breaks, because you've literally been doing well every event you go to. How do you avoid burnout? How do you make sure you keep trying to play at the level you want to play the whole time? You for yourself in particular.
I mean, everyone has different ways to deal with it. I'm trying to go out, especially in these sunny days, and have like a little walk if possible, or like do a little workout. Try to not spend too much time on Dota. Like, I'm not playing much pubs these days. It's also because we are basically playing every day in the tournament. Yeah. Sometimes I can feel like it might be not necessarily too much, but like that it stacks up if there's like maybe only 1 free day in a week. And we certainly have rougher periods where people, they really wanted a break, and you cannot play properly and focus if, like, in the back of your head you feel fatigued and that you want some more time off. But I think we are in a good spot now because we had a way more chill approach, like during the last month. And now it's like where people are going into focus again. And I think especially after we lost a couple games now, like I think we lost 7 out of our last 8 games, where people are actually getting pissed, and like they got used to, or not used, but they got back this feeling of losing, and we really don't want to have that. So I think people are good right now, which might be a bit annoying, is that we fly directly after the finals to Bali if we make it. So there's no break again. But I'm sure that the beach vibes in Bali with the sun and a nice resort and pools and good food, they're gonna make up for it.
Sure it will. All right, I'm here with Winter, Sheep, and Jenkins. They'd also like to pick your brain a little bit.
All right, before I forget my question, I gotta... on the back of, like, losing, when you guys make mistakes in games, usually they're, like, specific. You know, like, oh, what, you know, we didn't do X here, and it's kind of, like, game-specific. How do you turn those types of mistakes into, like, overall improvements as a team?
So to name examples, because sometimes it's like, it might be a bad Roche call, or how we take the angle to fight. If someone dies and we like jump in to help and then we take a 4-on-5. Or if we have bad early rotations, or I mean, can be a lot of small different things. We kind of just talk about game-specific cases, not try to do it too general. And while we go over these, I think we just learn little which might help into the next game. But also if ever a game occurs where the same might happen, like let's say a Roche fight, and we talk about what went wrong in this specific game, we still know that this angle is forbidden, we cannot do this. Or against Medusa, we should never have this carry, this is forbidden. So like there's just like little takeaways from every game. Whereas in the last series, I think we just had some game-specific things where we took bad fights or had a bad idea about moving on the map. It's like there's always something to learn, and if we keep working on ourselves, I think it's going to be good at some point. It's also because every team plays different, right? So we just have to work on ourselves and not look at enemies too much.
All right, that was an amazing answer. Thank you very much, Tofu. And then the second question, on the personal life of your side, how involved does your family get with like messaging you and like talking to you and being involved in like knowing about? Because we met a couple of your family members at the events. Do they watch like every single game of yours and stuff?
Pretty much every single game.
Oh.
My mom watches like almost all games. She's
Tofu's
doing
mom.
more Dota than I am, I think.
I mean, she's
but overall, yeah, they're really supportive. They like message after games. They like want to know why we lost. They're happy if I win. Like they support and watch a lot. Sometimes it's like maybe even too much. Where like I'm playing all day and then it's like, let's talk some more Dota. It's like no, we're not doing that. But I think, overall, I'm quite happy with that they're interested and following what I'm doing.
Oh, that's so cute. All right, thank you for your answers.
Yeah, hey
Thank
Tofu. Just want to ask one question. I've been really impressed with the support duo, you and Salary as a duo, like what you guys been doing in the game, and just want to know like outside the game, what do you guys do to improve that chemistry, and what else do you work on outside of the game?
Like us specifically as duo or in a team?
Like just both of you.
It's hard to say. It's not like we're playing table tennis or something to improve our duo synergy. I mean, I think it's just that we have a good connection overall. I'm not sure how is it in other teams if like they just leave Discord after the games. We're like talking about games, Dota, or if someone plays a pub, he just streams it and others can watch. Whereas we also talk about the games. So if like Quinn, for example, has trouble in mid, we talk about rotations and timings and how we could do that. And then we just try to align. Whereas like we as supports, we have to run a lot. So it's like also important that we combine our heroes or do it the right way. I don't know, it's not like that we specifically try to get our synergy up. I think it's just everyone in the team has like equal power and everyone's heard and everyone can share his opinion.
Right, thank you for the answer.
Hey, Big T, great to see you. If you didn't have to worry about financial anything, you get food for the rest of your life, everything's sorted, you don't have to work, no Dota, what would you spend the rest of your life doing to fulfill yourself as a human being? Everything's sorted.
Honestly, a very hard question because I've been doing quite a lot of Dota for a while now. But if I could choose, I would probably first want to travel a lot, get out there, see different things, probably at places where it's warm, unlike water, ocean and beach. Yeah, sunny. Maybe get on a boat, sail a bit. That would be something I would like to try. Having some cocktails is always fun. Probably need some friends around. Yeah, not sure. First some vacation, travel, and then it's not like you can be free forever. Like, if you have too much free time, at some point it can get boring. And if it's boring, you fucked up. So you need some other passion or hobby. Whereas I'm not sure what I would want to do for the rest of my life. But have some good times for a couple years and see where it takes me.
Then back to Dota. All right. Thank you.
All right, Tofu, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer all our questions. Good luck in your future series, and I hope we get to talk to you again soon.
Yep, I hope so too. Thank you, guys.